You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, one of the most disgusting things we have seen at the past couple of Olympics was males invading female sports and participating. In the Olympics in 2021, which was delayed a year because of the Wuhan virus, there was actually transgenders participating. If you guys remember in powerlifting, Laurel Hubbard, a man identifying as a woman, participated. Now, there was some divine intervention, folks, because he couldn't complete one lift. I believe that God played a role, folks. He got embarrassed at the Olympics. But then what happened last year in Paris? It was Imane Khalif, who's confirmed to be a male, folks, and Lin Yuting, both males. Both won gold medals, and the women knew it. President Trump is in the White House, guys. A new sheriff in town. And he has an executive order that says there will be no males and female sports. None of that stuff. Not going to happen. And the Olympics are going to be in Los Angeles, folks, in 2028, when President Trump is still going to be in the White House. Now, President Trump has already said he's not going to allow any athlete from overseas to come over here for the Olympics and participate in the opposite sex sports. Other words, there'll be no Imane Khalifs participating in boxing. By the way, Imane Khalif is already banned, so don't have to worry about that. But let's just say like Laurel Hubbard want to come into this country and powerlift again. Not going to happen. He won't be given a visa, folks. However, when it comes to U.S. Olympics, the participants are already here in this country. What can they do? Well, we got some good news, guys. The U.S. Olympic Committee has now fallen in line. There will be no transgenders in the Olympics anymore. Let's get into it. Right over here, guys, on the New York Post, U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee bans transgender athletes in compliance with Trump order. The nation is healing itself, folks. Common sense is coming back to this country after years of wokeness that really started under Barack Hussein Obama, and then Beijing Biden took it to another level, folks. We're sick of the wokeness, even in our sports. Says here, the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee is falling in line with an executive order from President Donald Trump banning transgender men, from women's sports. The committee quietly updated its eligibility rules Monday, adding a paragraph to its 27-page athlete safety policy posted to its website that includes language that implies it bars transgender women from competing in women's divisions. Trump signed the Keeping Men Out of Women's Sports Executive Order, also known as Executive Order 14201, in February. Now, check this out. This is what the U.S. Olympic Committee posted. Quote, the USOPC will continue to collaborate with various stakeholders with oversight responsibilities, IOC, IPC, NGBs, to ensure that women have a fair and safe competition environment consistent with Executive Order 14201. That's the Trump executive order. And the Ted Stevens Olympic and Amateur Sports Act, the language added in the document stated. Yeah, that is a wrap, folks, of the trans invasion come the Olympics in 2028. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, look here. It actually says here, it's not clearly stated how the policy will be enforced, and it's unclear whether any American Olympians will be banned from the upcoming 2028 Summer Olympics taking place in Los Angeles. Now, I believe this thing is going to be enforced because also, guys, outside of the U.S. Olympic Committee, the governing bodies also, a lot of them have already said, nah, ban. A lot of them. I mean, we already know it's going to be enforced. Now, at the top level now of U.S. Olympics, it's done. It's a wrap. Says here, a USOPC spokesperson told the New York Times that the committee had been having a series of respectful and constructive conversations with federal officials following the president's executive order. The committee said it would work with national governing bodies to implement the new policy. Quote, as a federally unchartered organization, we have an obligation to comply with federal expectations. The USOPC read in a statement. Yeah, because if you guys don't comply, you guys are going to find out. I mean, Maine has already been sued. California's getting sued, man. There's been a whole bunch of backlash. And by the way, also, UPenn, they have stripped Will Thomas, going by Leah Thomas, of his records and awards to comply with Title IX. Yeah. Now, look here, man. It says here, New York Post, this ain't necessarily true here. It says no openly transgender woman has won an Olympic medal. I get what you're saying right there, but we know what happened in Paris. We know that Imane Khalif is a man competing in women's boxing. That's been proven, man. We have the test. Ling Yuting, we know that too. Both of them were banned by the IBA because they were found out to be males. They still won gold medals. I guess you could say not officially transgender, but we know they're still males. Yeah. The U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee's former policy bases rulings on, quote, real data and science-based evidence rather than ideology, and that it would be making science-based decisions, sport by sport and discipline by discipline, within the Olympic and Paralympic movements. The IOC has struggled to address the issue of transgender athletes in sports. Well, when it comes to the 2028 Olympics, they ain't got a choice. I mean, if you're a foreign athlete, you want to come into this country and you're a male trying to identify as female and compete in women's sports, guess what? No visa for you. No visa for you. You ain't coming in. Just that simple. Man, this is going to be interesting, man. This is going to be good, man. A good thing is going to be happening in Los Angeles in 2028. I think we're going to have the first non-woke Olympics in about 10 years. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.